What's going
What's
on,
going
Queen?
on?
What's going on, Stick?
What's going on?
Happy Freestyle Wednesday from SW
Yes.
Podcast. You know, this is we freestyle today. We got a couple things that we're gonna touch on today, but most importantly, though, welcome back to our open forum guest, Robert Stigar. We ain't seen him in a month
Hey
of
man,
Sunday.
hey man, let's
So
get to it. Appreciate y'all having me back, man. I'm glad to be here, man. Next
yes,
time I won't be gone so long. Next time I will not be gone so long. Know that.
you feel me? I think we felt like you had left it in like you ain't like the
Yeah, like you were mad at us about something, bro, but we don't know.
Both of y'all know better than that. Stop playing with me. Both of y'all know better
we
than
know what the
that.
hell
Don't do
going
that.
on.
Like, bro, all right.
Queen, what's
That's
happening?
it.
Man, another day and it's Wednesday, so SW Podcast. We here, y'all. Y'all know we in Tallahassee, the great city of Tallahassee, the capital of Florida, and it is homecoming week for HBCU, the one and only FAMU. Rattler strike, baby, Rattler strike. So
1000%.
All right.
it's exciting
1000%.
around the city. Very
We
exciting.
It's definitely homecoming week. My mama work at FAMU, so when she said she feel like homecoming week started Saturday, not
I
Sunday.
think it did. I think they started with some things like homecoming coordination and all of that stuff over the weekend. They did start that over the weekend. So
Okay.
it kind of did start Saturday.
Well, she
I
said
can
it's
believe
definitely busy. So
It's a beautiful thing. We didn't have one last year, so
I
I
was gonna
thought they
say
would
this
have
the first time.
canceled,
This
but
the whole first time in 2 years. This is the first time they
in
having a
2
homecoming in 2
years.
years.
So
It's going down
it's gonna be
Saturday.
exciting. I won't be here, but
Mhm.
shoot, drink up for me. I'm finna drink my Coca-Cola, so drink up for me.
Steve, you got any homecoming plans, or you just wishing the university a good time? You know, the alumni. What's
Hey,
going on?
I'm a rally till I die, so I'm gonna always wish nothing but the best for FAMU. I won't be there. I'm gonna be literally across the country. I got a lot going on across country, so I'll be
That's
at
what's
LA.
up.
But I wish nothing but the best for FAMU. I know they're gonna win, so I'm not worrying about that. But I know it's gonna be a lot of positive events going on, and go
Mm,
out, go out and see them. I looked at the lineup, and there's a lot of good stuff going on, man. Will
yeah,
Packer bringing the whole industry to Tallahassee
I'm
this week,
telling you,
so
we bring them.
it's gonna be a good situation.
Yeah,
Well,
big ups to FAMU.
I'm glad to hear. I want to. The reason why I love the HBCU spirit and the fact that homecoming going on and we live in the city, not we as in we, because we know you ain't hear no mistake, but the FAMU
That's still hometown. Don't
community.
do that. That's still home team. Don't do that now. Don't do that.
You know, the community of FAMU is so rich. Like,
Yeah.
you got like literally everybody that has moved away and graduated in other cities and other areas, they come back for this. They come to
Most definitely.
celebrate. Like you said, we haven't had it in a year, so they coming back to bring the pride, the fashion, the parties, the alumni and the older people. We know how to party without all the extra
Our
Correct.
added
aunties.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
we know how to
Correct.
party because we older now, so we have a better we know how to party without it getting all out of hand. It's gonna be some other stuff going on that aren't always FAMU related activities that are
Mm-hmm.
going to come across this week that's going to affect FAMU's homecoming stereotypically as it always does.
Yeah.
Like people that are hosting activities that are associating with FAMU thing, because I've seen on what's happening tally page, it's like a 10 event lineup listed on their page, but it's
Wow.
not all the FAMU people doing. It's other
Yeah.
people doing stuff too. So
Yeah. See.
just make sure you go places where you know there's gonna be some type of security going on. You know, it ain't all
Yeah.
this jet atmosphere. That's for our listeners. You know, if you're gonna go out and hang out, make sure you go somewhere that's safe, and that they offering, you know, a better environment.
A better environment. And have fun.
A better environment.
Have fun. Make sure
But
you have lots of fun. Hang out to the fullest.
Fam, you.
Yeah,
Fam, goddamn
Go.
you. All right.
Go down there. Go down there and go to the Harvest parking lot. Go down there and hang out good.
What? Look. That part, nigga. Look here. The kids, see, our kids don't know about not even the Harvest parking lot. Baby, they don't know about Tennessee Street and how Tennessee Street used to be live in the 80s and 90s, how thick it used to be on Tennessee Street doing homecoming. We shut Tennessee Street down. Used to shut it down.
It's still gonna be thick over there, but they're gonna ruin it for them. As soon as they drive over there, it's gonna be over. They're gonna try to run them away. We used to be so distant. The fun on Tennessee Street was so strong, baby. We used to sit on top of the car. The traffic moved so slow.
Traffic couldn't move.
The traffic
it didn't move,
bro. Don't let nobody get no sunroof.
Used to get people that was hanging out the sunroof. People would literally get out of their car and walk up Tennessee Street. You had time for all that.
And still go back to the car and still in line. You still in traffic. Your car ain't even moved. You ain't moved.
Your car still right there. Because they still in line. We've had so much fun during these times. So I love it. I encourage a positive hangout, and I encourage people to have fun, man. We ain't got but one life to live. We just got to keep some of that extra shit away. Like, you know, stop allowing other shenanigans to come in and ruin our fun. But, you know, it is what it is. This motherfucking freestyle.
And it's going to be good to see.
We're going to jump into the show. And I'm excited today because Freestyle Wednesday, as y'all know, it's the time where we talk about whatever without a topic. You know, we can move around a little bit. But I want to put out our quote of the day, though, because even along the line of Freestyle Wednesday, we got to have a positive quote. And our quote of the day is, don't be upset with the results you didn't get from the work you didn't do.
Ooh.
What you being upset for? You ain't do nothing.
They don't want to hear that.
You ain't do nothing.
Boy, they don't want to hear that one.
Come on now. Come, man. That's just self-explanatory. Come on now.
That's kind of hey man. That's kind of hard. That's kind of hard to drive home to a lot of people now. You know, don't get twisted. That's a whole lot to drive home because now a lot of people looking for that handout now. They're looking for that handout.
They are.
So when you tell them something like that, they get offended.
Very.
About that.
Very.
I mean, it don't. Sometimes it just don't feel good. So
the truth hurts.
Yeah, I think it's a very beneficial statement. And Stig and I we was talking on the phone earlier this week and talking about the aspects of business and stuff. And that's when the quote of the day kind of came to mind for me, because I was thinking about the fact that, damn, people really do be out here thinking that because of who they are or who they know, they deserve more than what they do to get it. Like, and that's real. Like, people really be on that.
They do. They really do.
I just, I thought it was. What'd you say, Steve?
A lot of people got this false standard of what they should get for who they know and what they think they have done as well. So you have a lot of people that think they do a whole lot more than they actually do. You gotta think about that too, right? When you dealing with people that move in different circles, that have yes men, it puts you in a position to think you do more than what you do. Right? If you have people steady co-signing because of what you saying, knowing that's not what you did, it's hard for you to back that down because you got people steady around you that's telling you, oh bro, or hey sis, you doing this is what I got from you, knowing it ain't true. You know it ain't true.
Mm.
Or
That
you have people that'll tell you, or you have people that tell you, hey, listen, I know you got this from me, and this is what I do. So you know where that came from. And you got yes men around you that won't tell you, bro, I ain't get that from you. So you have this false narrative that goes around a lot that people go on, that they do more than what they actually do. And that gotta stop. Because you ruin people's lives like that. Because you tell them a whole bunch of foolishness that you shouldn't be telling them. And they follow behind that, and you push a false narrative. It's just like they did in the presidency. You push a false narrative, man, and if you push it long enough, people gonna start believing it. But people that really know you, they know you're lying, man.
that's true.
And
That's true.
you touched on a lot of key subjects in that parallel of statements or whatever that you said, but it came all back around to the one important thing was that you creating a false narrative. So that narrative that you put out there has to be that narrative that you stick to. You can't either show, and then even with that same narrative, you're not even able to point out a time that these things that you claiming you did actually happened. So, but in your mind, you've created this narrative, so you sticking to it, and that's what it is. But like you said, the thing that we have to stop doing is co-signing it and supporting it, and being more verbal when we know that it ain't true. Just saying, bro, listen, I'm not about to sit right here and let you do that, or sus, like, or even sus. Let me talk to you for a second. Sometimes you got to pull people to the side and let them know, or just let them know right there in front of people. Because sometimes the same people that you are trying to put on for, they know you not who you saying you are, but they're not gonna 100%. Say anything because they do the same thing as you.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, that's why they co-signing. That's why they co-signing. Because they doing the same thing.
I'm gonna tell you something. Ain't no sign like a cosign. And if it's something you doing that you got something positive going on, they gonna speak it for you.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, you don't. If you a real cosign, you ain't got to push. You ain't got to sell yourself. Not a real cosign. It's
just gonna flow natural.
Right. Most of the times, a person gonna know about what you got going on positive before you even meet them, because they done heard about it, or they done saw it, or they done did it. What's happening, E? What's going on this
and it comes down to your I always say your discern if you when you know who you are, you already know, you can kind of read that next person that come around.
Yeah.
And you know if they real or if they not.
But you said you said a very powerful statement just then, because most people don't know who they are.
That's true.
And we talked about that. We talked about that when we talk about even stepping into relationships. You can't know what you want from a relationship if you have zero idea of who you are and who you are coming into that relationship.
1,000%.
It's a circle. Like, it ain't nothing you can do to show somebody else who you are, because most of the time, to be perfectly honest, you don't gotta really do no talking and explain yourself when it comes to certain things. People gonna see that and pick up on that from jump. So
1,000%. 1,000%.
So, Queen, you want to add anything to the quote today?
No, ma'am.
Well, I'm gonna say it one more time. Don't be upset with the results you didn't get from the work you didn't put in. It's a self-explanatory quote if you're able to, if you one of those people that's real with yourself. But those people that stand in the mirror and lie to who in that mirror, then this probably will go over your head. So, anywho, we're gonna jump into the topic of discussion today. And our first topic on Freestyle Wednesday is tangible versus intangible. And with this with this one, y'all, we talk about people.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna give you a quick example of tangible, capable of touch, real or actual, definite, not vague, and there is actually a physical existence. That's what tangible is. When you're talking about intangible, you're talking about emotions, you're talking about feelings, you're talking about bank accounts, because you can't touch what's in the bank account, but you could touch something later on if you go and take it out. And look how you won't be able to do that. It's gonna be straight NFTs and big and crypto. We're gonna talk about all that.
Yeah, that's a whole nother ball game.
It is, but that's where it's going.
That's where it's going. That's definitely where it's going now.
But tangible and intangible. So when it comes to people, and I want every one of us to kind of tag in on this. It don't matter which one of y'all go first, but I want us all to give like a theory or ideal way to explain in your own words and something that you either experience, or you could just give a scenario of a tangible situation or an intangible situation that you've either had to walk away from, assist with, or deal, kind of fix. And compared to when it comes to people, because it's mostly about what you're looking for in people. I want one of y'all to kind of jump out there and to give me an example of an experience with tangible and intangible situations.
Intangible.
I'll let you go first, Queen. Go ahead. Go ahead, Queen. Go ahead.
Look, I'm still over here thinking. I'm still over here thinking.
Go.
Because me personally, I've been both. Tangible and intangible. Because if we're talking about, if you want to be completely honest, about the topic, feelings and that kind of thing, most men don't deal with anyway.
That's
or they
true.
don't deal with it correctly, or they can't deal with it correctly. So you have men that's basically moving around in an intangible fashion and don't know it, right? But when you can reach out and touch somebody, and they'll be tangible. But how can you bring someone tangible to you and they can't touch you because of how you are? So I've had a situation myself personally. I've had a situation myself personally. When we're dealing with feelings and bank accounts and those kind of situations where you had I had an individual that was tangible, right? And you can reach out and touch, you can talk to, you have conversations with, you sleep with them. It's a very, very good situation physically. Now, when we get into another realm, it's a whole different ballgame. So it's kind of hard to, first of all, you can't fuse the two. You can't fuse the two because you have to have it for yourself first. I know me, first of all, I'm hard to deal with in the first place. And that's 110%. I ain't gonna say a lot to you. I'm real hard to deal with. I always have been. But
I think we all are at some point in some form of fashion.
I'm not.
A lot of things I just didn't learn growing up. And
that's that
emotion.
That's that Capricorn.
Ain't got to do with my damn sign. I'm so tired of you with that. It ain't got nothing to do with my damn sign.
I'm in a way, Robert. I'm a Capricorn too, so
man, I said what I said.
Had I been taught or coached or being seen in the correct way of how to feel, how to express emotion and things like that growing up, it would be totally different, But when you have that for over 30 years, you set your ways. Like what like now you have a barrier. No, you have a barricade that you have people that have to try to break down just to get who the real you are. But it's because you didn't get that and you never learned it. And that's what most men do. Like, you understand, as a black man, you leave the house every day fighting. Every single day you wake up, you leave the house fighting every day. That's one. And if you didn't get what you needed in the interior of your household, it's hard for you to make that work. So to be able to touch and to be tangible, you have to relearn literally everything. And if you don't have a partner or someone to let you see it, it'll never happen. I've seen it happen way too many times. And I know from first-hand experience, because I've been intangible for a real long time. So I know how it works. You know, and it's nothing, honestly, now it's nothing to be proud of. Like, you get grown in this, and it's like, nigga, learn how to show your emotions. And it's not easy to do. Like, it's just not easy to do. Because you have to relearn everything. You have to.
Yeah. I think as a person who knows that I had to unbottle a lot of emotions that I never wanted to show, it had to be something that I wanted to do. And and a lot of times with that, the only reason why I say that, and especially with it sounding so easy, because wanting to do something and doing it are definitely two different things. So if you don't actually take the time to want to change something about yourself, it's not going to happen. Especially when you're comfortable with who you are. And you said that you was like, I've been at this certain way for so long. So that means that you're comfortable with being who you are. And whoever comes along in your life has to either accept that or move on. It doesn't become an easier road for the other person, but it becomes an acceptable road for you because you're comfortable with who you are. My biggest thing in life was trying to be a people pleaser growing up, because I'm the oldest of all my siblings, minus my dad and other children, you know. So in my house, I had to always try to do what all these different other people wanted, but still be a disciplinarian. So when I grew up, that's what I paid attention to, like still seeing that I gotta do things to make other people happy. When I grew out of that, I started realizing that nobody ain't gonna be happy if I'm not. Because it don't matter how hard you push for other people, you can do the best for other people, dog, but they can see on your face, or they can feel that that shit ain't making you happy at all. If they care enough, they'll try to help you change that. But if not, most of the time, a person just gonna accept what you giving them and just keep dealing with it. Like, well, shit, that's up. She ain't got to.
Correct.
You know, she make it happen.
You're right.
It's true.
You're right.
So when it comes to tangibility and intangibility, and E said, right, nobody wants to fight the world and fight at home. And
that's so true.
And he's speaking to Robert's scenario of the tangible and intangible, because Robert did say that, being a black male, you going out in the world having to fight every single day. And then I gotta come home and hold back my emotions because I gotta fight with you. I can't even come home and be comfortable.
Or there's a flip side to that too. Like, you come home and you don't want to fight. So there's certain emotions that you can't let out. There's certain things you can't say. Right? There's certain things you can't bring up because you don't want to fight at home too. Like, you don't want to do both. Like, let me go fight these demons out here in the world. I know these people. I know this world is not mine. I know they don't rock with me like that, but at least let me have peace in my house. So for me to come back home and have to do the same thing in my house,
every day.
I can show
that can be very frustrating.
I can't show that kind of emotion when I come home. So if I'm showing the emotion that's going to allow me to look weak, I'm fighting at home too. Because as growing up as a black man, in a really, really strong household, both my parents came from 1950s Mississippi. So we're talking about a different kind of black. You know, so when you
Oh yeah.
talking about, you literally, you got to be the strongest thing in your household. So if you come home and show weakness, you kind of defeating the purpose. You know, so, and that's what happened, and that's the old school mentality too, and that's what we got to get away from. And I listen to a lot of stuff Charlamagne the God said. A lot of stuff he said I don't agree with, but he's really, really big about mental health and having counselors and having, like, talking to people and getting out of your own way. You know, just like me and you talked a while ago, Chef. We were talking about I went and talked to the lady. You got that situation where you a dude to come tell you that quick. And I want to talk to the lady. Let's go ahead and work this out.
For real.
So you want to be in a situation where you want to actually have that happen on a consistent basis. And if not just it don't have to be a psychologist, nothing like that, man. But if you have close friends, like, just vent to them, like, talk to them, and get sound advice from those people. Because just like he was saying, man, like, you don't want to fight both spaces, man. Like, you can't do it.
You can't.
That's draining. A home is supposed to be a safe space. So
yeah,
if that's not a place where you can feel like your opinion, your contribution is accepted without willful, ignorance on the other end, and nobody want to deal with it.
1,000%. 1,000%.
So when you got an example of the tangible versus intangible.
Me dealing with friendships. That's what's been fighting for friendships that you the only one fighting. You the only one fighting. So it's just like, it is what it is.
Losing battle. You fighting a losing battle.
You giving more than friendships go both ways, and you got to bring 100% to the friendship, no matter who it is, male, you and your friend relationship, whatever. But it's fighting for friendship, long-term childhood friendship. But everybody don't see it your way and think that you the one that's wrong. But hey, life goes on.
But that's your decision. Like, they don't have to see it your way.
And that's true.
You have to make a sound decision. What you have to do, you have to realize that people grow up and grow out. Like, people grow up and grow apart. So you can't
grow apart. Life goes on. You just got to move on, and it's hard because some people, when you have long-term friendships from childhood, that's hard because you didn't grew up together. You didn't did everything together. You never even thought that you wouldn't even be friends with these people anymore, and that hurt. That really hurts because these people like family. They like family.
How can y'all speak?
Yep. And that's some of the most hurtful things to have to deal with when you're doing somebody who you felt like was your family, and then they doing, and it be things that they do that be intangible things, like trying to mess up your name, mess up your character.
Your character, yeah.
Attacking different things that affect you, but has no variance on them. You know what I'm saying? So people do things that make you hurt, and in the long run, those same people be back knocking at your door, though.
Oh yeah.
But once you realize your family will do it, like family won't matter.
Right. That's true too. Because you too.
That's definitely true.
Once you realize family will do it to you, and for a fact they'll do it to you, people that like family you won't care about. I'm telling you. Like,
but also on the flip side, you got some family that's better than family. Some people that you create as family that end up being better than family in general. Yeah, because to me, I've always felt like family should be who you pick, even though we know it's some people that you don't choose. So, but when I have the opportunity to pick who in my life, I get to make those people my family.
But that's your decision on your own. So you can't make that decision for nobody else. So let's say you made that decision for somebody, and that person you made that decision for didn't feel the same way. They said it, but they didn't feel the same way. So now down the line, something go left, and because you felt like they were family, and they felt like you was their home girl from childhood, and it went left, your feelings hurt, theirs not.
Yeah, because they don't see you as the same
or
thing.
they feelings hurt too, but they just ain't got the what is the word? My mind went blank.
One thing about being hurt, being close to somebody, man, like ain't no way you have to be.
They don't want to be accountable for their part.
Yeah. See, you have to be a special kind of person to have somebody that's like your family, and you not being able to express yourself after what you feel, how you feel. You got to be a special kind of person.
Yeah, you got to be and that's real.
Like you grew up. You grew up with somebody.
That's why, as an
somebody,
adult,
man,
and even not even as an adult, because you could be a certain age and still allow that type of shit to happen in your life. But when you get to a certain level in life and a certain thought process, allowing people around you that can't even see you as the same person it shouldn't even be attainable. It shouldn't even be a goal. You shouldn't keep anybody around you that don't value who you are as much as you value who they are. So
1000%.
Anything other than that is really like uncivilized. You really put yourself in a situation to where it's something like you getting shitted on happens, or somebody taking the time to do something to hurt you, and they know it's gonna hurt you, but they don't care.
That's true.
1000%. 1000%.
So now, and the reason for that conversation was because if we're not building tangible relationships, we really kind of like wasting time out here with a lot of different things. We really are. So anyway,
I agree.
Our next topic, y'all, is Audacity.
Audacity to tell me something like that.
I'm on this.
Audacity has been on my mind a lot lately because people have a lot of it, and I'm starting. My questions with this is now: is it free or is it just sold cheaper? Because it's free. I'm starting to feel like it's just free now.
It's just free now.
The things that are going on out here. So lately, we've been talking, we've been dealing with a lot in this world lately, y'all. We really have. And Black people in general, we have had a real eye opener with so many different things. And
correct.
I'm gonna start off first with some Audacity that I feel like people have been having lately, and I feel like the LGBTQ community done went too far with this Netflix series of The Closer with Dave Chappelle. I feel like they got too much goddamn audacity.
Too much.
They don't say nothing about them about them babies on there dancing with them little clothes on and having specials about them. But all Dave Chappelle did was told the truth. And it's
as he always do though. He always do.
But see, if you get the message, and this is coming from somebody that I have a gay sister, right? My sister in the community, right? But it's just one of them things to where it's like this man never tell the truth. Like, he gonna tell you exactly how it goes. Like it's no sugarcoat, there's no backbiting. Like he gonna tell you exactly what it is, but he has a message behind it, and he always says that okay, this is how I feel, but this is not what it is, right? Like I'm not saying this, but this is how I feel about the situation, and that's it. There's nothing wrong with that, and they can't take it.
A comedian, it's like they cannot tell a joke without somebody getting offended. Now, people didn't used to get offended as they get offended. Now they get offended about anything anybody says now.
They be super mad.
My thing is about The Closer is that he went scenario to scenario to prove a point. And the only way you can get mad at anything he said is if you feel like someone he was speaking about. If you feel that way, then you feel guilty, because there's nothing that this man said on that episode or on that show that should make the trans community feel like he hate trans people. There's nothing. All this man said was the black. This probably what offended them the most is when he said black people are offended or jealous of the trans community or the LGBTQ community because they came in as a movement and they got freedom as a sexuality, more freedom than black people have as a race. If it is about that offended you feel that's because you're racist.
He's 100% correct.
Yeah.
That's key number one. Secondly, he said his other thing he said was simply this: the new white people are trans or LGBTQ. And the reason why is because he gave a freaking scenario of how this man, he called this man a bitch ass nigga, and he realized by that man's fingernails he was dealing with somebody in the LGBTQ community. So he felt like as a man, that man should have fought him. But when that man realized that this is a black man that came to him, he picked up that phone and realized his privilege again was that he was white. Not the fact that you can use your LGBTQ status at first to be the minority, to act like a minority. You can use that shit to act like a fucking minority, but real goddamn minorities still thrown to the fucking wayside. Fuck that. He said what he said. So get mad, take a nap, wake up, and still be fucking mad.
Yeah, stay mad. Like, I mean, it's they get privileges we haven't been afforded since we came over to this motherfucker. So, the only reason that they get those privileges is because it's white men involved.
Exactly.
Yeah.
White men.
That's it, man.
Because that's who write the laws and get the laws pushed through. White men. Everything is about the white man.
And most of the time, the one that's in legislation, they be bisexual anyway. So they know what they doing.
Come on now.
This ain't nothing new, man. This ain't nothing new, man.
It's a ploy. It's a ploy.
It's just all coming to the forefront. It ain't nothing new, but you seeing it. It's visible. It's in front of you. It's always in front of us, but you really seeing it.
So, with all these people with all this audacity, that's my people who got the most right now. What y'all think? Who y'all agree with you on
that one? I agree with you on that. What you just said, because that's true.
I gotta agree. I gotta agree with you on that one, but I also gotta put one too. I wouldn't say. I gotta say Trump supporters. They got something too. They got a whole basket full of audacity too. And I'm just saying that because they still talking about him
being the president.
They said it was rigged, and they had a dude that came out a dude that came out with a whole. It was a representative came out that had a whole story where he was on camera and he was lying about somebody mailed in a ballot for his dead wife that was dead 7 years ago, and he got caught this year. He was the one who did it. So it's just still coming out. And I seen this yesterday, and it actually kind of bothered me last night that in Florida they're trying to go back and look over the ballots again and see if it was rigged. And
what?
Yes, y'all got the audacity to do what?
Yeah, they're doing it right now.
That's audacity.
Yes, and that's all I got because I was with the LGBTQ community for a minute, but then I had that thing about them supporters, and I just not all of them, and I don't. No, damn that. They got it.
Yeah.
They got it. They ain't finna moonwalk on it. Fuck that. They tripping. And it's no reason to actually do that. And they're still talking about looking at the whole election system today. after a full year's time. They're talking about doing it today and going back saying it was rigged. I don't understand.
I don't like that.
That is crazy.
I don't like it,
That's
but
real crazy.
at this point, nothing surprises me when it comes to things that your boy involved in. So it's not shocking. But it is a lot of audacity.
Trump
He got
had
enough
the
people, and
audacity.
he got enough people giving him money and still handing to an invisible campaign. And with that being said, he can do a lot of different things with that money. He can investigate. He can start ignorance. He can mess up things in the media. Corrupt that, warp that.
I mean,
because of the fact that he want things to go how he want to go.
Or he can just do it like he's been doing.
Stuff he's been doing.
Yeah, because he don't care.
That's just my take on it. That's just my take.
Trump had the audacity.
But another audacity that I think that's going. Rest in peace to the young man that was found in the river, Jelani. It was Jelani Day. And rest in peace. But I do feel like the search party, the police department, all of them had a whole lot of audacity to say that this young man died from drowning. His cause of death has been that it was drowning, and y'all didn't even check the river. The first time y'all found his car over there. It's more to that story. It is, and we know he ain't drowned himself. So don't just. I mean,
that's what he did.
It's just a lot.
That's what he did. He jumped in there and just drowned, because they say black people can't swim, so they know he jumped in there and just drowned himself. Hey. And
he
when they say he drowned,
knew he couldn't swim. He knew he could swim. He swam all his life.
So he ain't finna jump in no river if he know he can't swim.
Correct. I can't swim. I'm not going to jump in no water.
If you can't swim, you're not finna jump in no pool. So
that part. Look, that part. Even if it's just 5 feet. No, you ain't finna jump in there.
You for damn sure not finna jump in no body of water with stuff in it. That just don't work like that, man. And I can actually swim, and I don't swim in lakes. And yes, I ain't white.
I hate him. But I'm gonna tell you that's a lot of audacity. I think that they're gonna look further into it, and I wish they would.
I really hope so. I really, really hope so. But we know how things is.
They don't. But they went nationwide on a man
about the white girl and the boyfriend situation.
Yeah, nationwide.
And then some people calling that they calling that it's so much going on with that, because some calling a sacrifice and all type of stuff.
They don't want to accept that their boyfriend probably killed that young girl. They know that he probably killed her, dumped her damn body somewhere. But y'all gonna forget. But it's neither here nor there. But I will say, rest in peace, condolences to the family again. I'm glad they finally got his body and they can put him to rest in a peaceful manner. So, that part is important. We're gonna go on to our next topic, y'all, and it's culture shock. I talked to a few students, right, and they were telling me the difference between FAMU Homecoming, FSU Homecoming, and most of the people who I spoke with in the beginning of my questioning were FSU students, and they were letting me know that a lot of them chose to go to FSU not just for the fact that it was FSU, but because FAMU and FSU are in the same city. So yes, they got the scholarships for FSU, and they got got accepted into FSU, but they all in FAMU garb. They all at all the events and the activities. They hanging out. They homecoming, and they said that what ended up happening for them is that they came down here to go to school at FSU, and it's a complete culture shock for them.
Wow.
To be at the school for one. But to be at the school and not have anything associated with Black at all. 2,
They don't have the
3,
Black Student Union no more.
You gotta understand something. Most of these people that come up there to and they come and go to Florida State, they come from predominantly black schools, high schools.
Yeah.
Right.
We talking about Dade County area, all of that down there in South
Tampa,
Florida.
Orlando, all that stuff. So
that's true.
But
that's the same thing at FAMU too.
And most of the time they're athletes. You know what I'm saying? So
now,
so
go ahead, Steve.
So when they get to Florida State and it's this prestigious PWI, predominantly white institution. So they got this prestigious PWI, and but when they get there, it's literally night and day from what they're used to, and they really don't. It's nothing like Dillard. It ain't nothing like Dade County. Like it ain't nothing like King up there in Tampa. It ain't nothing like Ricketts. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing like that. It's totally different.
So I spoke to students on both sides of the spectrum. I spoke to the students who are from the black schools, and I spoke to the students who come from the white neighborhoods. So for the white neighborhood black girls, it's a culture shock to them because they're here and they get to the FAMU areas. I mean, they get around FAMU girls, and they see I don't know how these girls act, but I like it. I'm serious. This is what I'm hearing. Like, I didn't know that I didn't know that being over here at FAMU was gonna be so much fun. I thought that it was gonna be ghetto and this and this, because I was told that if you go to a HBCU, you must come from the hood, or you must come from this, or you must come from that. So they are having a literal culture shock because they feel lied to all their lives.
Wow.
Like now they learning, like seriously, this is what they're learning, that racism is strong.
Oh yes, honey.
They don't know that.
Yeah.
They come from an area where they black money look white in stores. Them black cars look like white people black cars. So but this is a culture shock to them.
That's
because
crazy.
Now they realize that up in Tallahassee, we get looked at like every other black person here. But in Brooksville or in Wesley Chapel or in Margate, we get looked at differently because of how our cards swipe. So it's a culture shock on different levels.
We can't hear you, Robert. It's crazy, but and I didn't heard that. I actually heard that from people, some sisters that stay right here in Tallahassee. One went to FAMU, and then she just ain't like it, and the other one's at FSU, and they end up swapping. The one that was at FSU ended up going to FAM, loved it. When the other one went from FAM to FSU, loved it. So
it depends on the person.
I think it depends on the person. But I had a friend that that came up here to go to school, got accepted to FSU, smart, bright, and was in IB, got accepted to FSU, but wanted to go to FAM because it was just like, man, I want to go over here to the HBCU. I want to get the whole black experience. And it is an experience, honey. It is definitely an experience. I didn't go to college, but I'm a rattler to the day I die because I grew up here in Tallahassee, and just being around family and friends that went to FAMU. And look, I'm as I tell people, I'm a wildcat and I'm a rattler. I was in my mama's womb when she was going to BCC, so I'm a wildcat and a rattler. And I got a lot of cousins that graduated from BCC and went to BCC as well as I got family that went to FAMU. But it's an experience, and I have noticed in the past 5 years, but I can say in the past 3 years, it's a lot more kids now want to go to HBCUs that come from those. than before that come from those other neighborhoods, and they want to get the experience. And it's crazy because some of their parents that's in those prestige neighborhoods now went to HBCUs themselves. If not their parents, at least their grandparents or somebody in their family have been to a HBCU.
They're like that.
So
It's a tradition.
Yeah, it's a tradition. And but their parents got them thinking that, you know, some don't want their kids to go there. Some want their kids to go to the you know, the top white schools, I guess you could say, and stuff like that. But I think it depends on the person. I'm gonna put it like this: it depends on the person. But as I told my own child who was in college at FAMU, and as I told my nieces and whoever else, find out whatever your major is and find what school has that program that's great with that program that you're trying to go in, and you go make your decision from there.
Right, and it can be in another HBCU could do it. It may just not be FAMU.
And may not be FAMU because Albany State has a great nursing program.
And exactly. So you can
still do your research.
You can still definitely get to what you're looking for. We got a comment from Faye J. She says the only reason I went to FSU was because FAMU did not have my major. Socially, I was checked out. I was raised in Tallahassee, Florida, and graduated from Rutgers. So she already knew that she didn't fit in at the school, but she also knew that that's the only school in the area that had her major. So it's a reason for why she went to FSU. But she was still in Tallahassee, so you could still attend all the FAMU stuff.
All the FAMU. And I met some girl. Let me see. I met a girl from Miami. Me and her used to work together. This was, you know, we graduated from. Well, actually, I was still in high school, and she come from Miami, and she went to FSU. But just like you said, she attended everything FAMU had, because all her homegirls, cousins, all of them went to FAMU. But she was the one that ended up getting a full scholarship to FSU. And she was like, she hated it. She was like, but it's free money. I'm going to go ahead, do what I got to do. She said, but she didn't attend none of FSU events. I'm like, you don't even go to the football games? I'm like, I'm not an FSU fan, but everybody should experience Division I college football in them stadiums because it is electric. And she was like, no. She was like, yeah, I wanted to go to FAM, but my parents, I got this scholarship, so my parents was like, I had to go to FSU, and I was like, well, hey. She said, but baby, if I had the choice to go to FAM, I would be at FAM right now. I'll be at FAM right now. But she was like, she enjoyed doing all the festivities, and even people that didn't go to FAM that went to FSU, they still come back for FAMU Homecoming
all the time,
all the time. So it's gonna be interesting to see. With the special how Gamble Street has been renamed, and to see all the fans and stuff and the alumni to come to see how it's going to be this weekend. So it's going to be something to see.
A quick personal depiction of PWI versus HBCU. My son grew up around FAMU. He grew up with me going to FAMU high. He grew up with me going to FAMU as well. He used to go to the games, homecoming. He's from Tallahassee, so he was FAMU through and through.
Stig, you went out again. You just froze on us, Stig.
Well, let me read your comment. You say, as a former IB student, he intentionally went to FAMU.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right.
It's a reason you got to be strategic with how you choose your schools.
Yeah.
FSU students of color immerse themselves in FAMU culture. However, I'm sure it's not the same as being enrolled. I love the shift back over to valuing HBCUs. At the time when I initially started, college fam was experiencing financial word. But I grew up off wine, so FAMU is in my blood. See, you were right there. You were right there in the heart of it.
Yes, most definitely. And that's just like I was watching one of the other YouTube commentators. I just seen a clip, but I'm gonna actually go back and watch his thing. And he's from down south, and he went to FSU, but was in the culture of FAMU. But he said something. He was like, he didn't want to go to FAMU for the simple fact the people that went to FAMU was the same people that picked on him in high school, and that's one of the reasons why he chose FSU and not FAMU. So I think it's the person.
He should have went to counseling.
That too. I think he done got him some help now. I think he got him some help now.
I culturally, I do think that a lot of children come here and they experience FAMU and they get that homegrown feeling. Because it's a very welcoming university for one. And you know, when you run into a person that has a lot of HBCU pride, you can see it roaring through them. Because remember when we went out on the tour and we stopped at Toya's place, her and her partner are both FAMU graduates, but you can feel the energy when they talk about how they met in college and the way they met and the people they went through and what it was doing at the schools, and you know, just the energy and the vibe from being a student on campus versus just being a person who visited. I was a person who just visited, so I will never have the same experience that a student had. But I got if you know, being a Black woman, I understand that you want to experience that.
Yeah, it's something, because even my cousins that went, I remember staying on campus with my cousin girlfriend when she came up, and this was like 94, and just being on campus with her, and it wasn't homecoming, but it was a one of those big games, because y'all know in the 90s FAMU was like the bomb. Always been the bomb. But just being up there at that age that I was 13, 14 years old and experiencing that, I was like, dang, but I already knew in my mind that I didn't want to go to college. I knew I wanted to go to school to do hair. Like, I knew that at the age of 13 years old, I knew that's what I was going to do. But just being up there, I'm like, man, this is where it's at. Like, this here, I have some children, this where they going. Literally, like, this is where they going. Like, if I do go to college, I want to be right here, because I'm just sitting out there on the set, you know, like I said, I'm 13, 14 years old, just soaking it up, and like, man, all these Black people, to see the sororities and the fraternities, seeing them step and watching a different world. That's what really that was another thing that made a lot of people want to go to HBCU too. Actually sitting there watching a different world every Thursday. Like, that's what they doing at the Black College.
Right.
Man, that's where I'm trying to go.
It's family. It looked like family.
It looked like family. It looked like fun, and just to see your own people, like, dang, people the same color as me. Some that been through the same struggles I done been through. But they going to this school where they got that love, and they get educated so they can go back out into their community and help somebody else come up and go to the HBCU or whatever. So watching that was beautiful.
We got a comment that say, I remember when it was safe for 13-year-olds. And I remember too, because I was up there.
Yep.
Correct.
13, 14, 15. We used to be on the set. It wasn't no shoe.
We were we straight hanging out.
This was when the set was in the middle of the school. Where the calf was right there where the bus went through.
Where the calf was, and they used to be up there having shows and
everything right there.
Everything. Lee Hall used to be so thick. And after the Lee Hall step show, it was dope. We used to be standing out there like we was grown.
Yep, that whole big field that sat behind it's Lee Hall, but it's on the other side. It used to be a big old field where they did the step show at.
Yeah,
I cannot think of that that dormitory that sat right there. But it was fun. Like, it was exciting growing up here in Tallahassee.
I worked in the calf when it was the calf over there by the post office, right in the middle of campus, right there by Lee Hall. So we used to like take our breaks and go sit on the set, aprons on and all. And I was in high school. I knew for a fact I was going to FAMU. There was nowhere else for me to be.
Look, think about even when we was in high school, being right there on FAMU campus at FAMU High. Man, look, those college kids used to be like, now y'all know we up there with school uniform on, everything.
Listen.
And they like, there go the little FAMU High Juniors, there go the little FAMU High Juniors. But it was so much, I mean, like going to convocation in high school, just being up there on that campus, like, man, this is the life. Like, this is the life. It was just so, it was so much fun. And everybody, I think everybody here in Tallahassee, if you Black, I know you had the experience being up on that set and stuff. When we weren't supposed to be up there.
If you from here, the only way you could have had that experience at our age is if you was actually from here.
You had to be from here, living here in Tallahassee.
I remember being on the set and seeing NFL players drive their cars up there and jump out and just chill on the set with their homeboys from the crib. Like I mean Clint. I'm talking about Clint Portis. I'm talking about Clint Portis, Chad Johnson. I'm talking about Greg Jones. It was Greg Jones with the Florida State. He used to be a FAMU more than he was at Florida State.
Yeah,
I'm talking about you on the set, and this was times when we was actually on campus. You seeing these dudes up there chilling with you, and I'm talking about Clint Portis came up there in the Lambo, part of the Lambo right on the side.
I remember that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
You hanging out.
They talked about that for so long. Y'all seen Clint Portis up in that lamb? That man got a lamb, man.
And to see everybody like LeBron James, Chad, to see everybody wear the FAMU stuff now. Even like one of my patients, her son-in-law work at FAMU. He's a professor, and he white guy. He was like, he in the airport with his FAMU shirt on, his mask on, and everything. And a black lady came up to him talking about, oh, that mask you got on. I'm an alumni of FAMU, but we the ones sent all y'all those masks. He was like, see, this is the type of stuff I'm talking about. And he went to FSU. Yeah. He was like, but him teaching over there at FAMU, he was like, man, it's amazing. He said, cause it's a totally different school.
It's totally so much
you got play from Kid and Play. He a professor up there.
Yeah.
If he's not now, he was. You know what I'm saying?
I think if he had
all the people that been graduated from FAMU, that's in Hollywood. It's FAMU everywhere, baby.
A whole lot of them.
There's a whole lot of them. They are everywhere out there at Silicon Valley. A lot of them. Everywhere.
FAMU everywhere. That's why you got so many people. I seen a TikTok recently with a lady did the whole strut of the FAMU. She did the alumni, she did the new student. I seen that. You seen it? I'm about floating video, just cool video. That's just how dope FAMU is, man. FAMU.
And even with that being said, like FSU, when they try to recruit their athletes, they bring them over there to FAMU. They actually bring them over there to FAMU. Like, well, this is the HBCU. This is what you'll begin. Your culture over here, but we want you to come over here to FSU. Trying to really sell them, but you trying to sell them to come to the FSU. And I think I remember one article, the young man, he was like, shoot, I didn't even know nothing about FAMU. If I knew that, I would have went over here to FAMU. So
you kept trying to recruit them into FSU, but you got to sell them with FAMU.
For FAM. Come on, baby. Rattler strike all day long. Right that orange and green. We bleed it all day long.
Come on, somebody.
That's dope, though. We got one more really good topic really quick. And I want to try to get through this one kind of quickly, y'all, because I know it's getting late. But it says, are natural women threatened by augmented women and vice versa?
Is what? What you say? What did you say, Shelby?
Are natural women threatened by augmented women or vice versa?
Hold up, I ain't threatened by no motherfucker that went and paid for something. Because baby,
that's why they do it. It's vice versa. That's why they do it.
Like I said about the LBGT, Baby, you want to look like me. Why I'm hating on you? You trying to be
That's
me.
what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. That's why I say it's vice versa. Because if there wasn't threat, they wouldn't be going to go get all that done.
She said, I'm lit, bitch.
That part. Come on, sis. Come on, sis. That part, sis. Yes,
Like,
sis.
I ain't
That
never
part.
heard of
All
such
the way. All the way lit. Natural, but
I've
naturally
never
lit.
heard of
It's
such
100%.
only reason why this is a topic is because when you see people talk about they got a job done or some surgery done, it's normally natural women that have the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reason why I feel like they have the comments is because they're blessed. Like, you know, I feel like if I say something like, damn, she did too much, they'll look at me and be like, well, bitch, I wasn't born like you. You know what I'm saying? So I just stopped saying anything because when it boils down to it, I don't care. Most of the time, it's a lot of it don't look natural at all. But
no, at all.
I think most of the time the issue ain't just the fact that it's natural women doing the questioning. It's just that natural women, the ones that have the most opinions about it because we feel like it's okay to be straight.
Mm-hmm.
So they feel like they feel like
if you want to get you some work done, get you some work done. If whatever floats your boat. But don't be Ryan putting everybody else down, calling them bad body when you used to have a bad body yourself. You just went and got you some work done.
Yeah, now that part I don't agree with.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm really an open person when it comes to people with their body. I don't give a damn what you do with your body. I ain't never cared.
Baby, I'm just worried about this here. Look, I'm just worried about this here. I ain't worried about you.
And there shouldn't be no reason why you should be sitting around here having so many different conversations. That's why a person got this, got that. If they comfortable, let them be comfortable. If you comfortable with you, let you be comfortable with you.
He didn't say BBL, did he? He
I
did not say BBL.
I had to make sure I hit on this one. I had to make sure I hit on this one. I had to somebody to FaceTime me and try to take me out. No, I had to hit on this one. I had to hit on this one. I don't know. I don't know what was going on. I don't know what y'all said, but listen to me. Don't you ever feel threatened about somebody gotta go and get some work done? Hey man, ain't no reason because they're going to go get it. They don't look like you. They want to come to where you at.
That part, that's it.
I know what you
come
saying.
Up to my level.
To me personally, again, the only reason why this question came up is because augmented women feel as if natural women are the ones that have the most to say about their bodies. And again, my response to that is natural women, when those comments are made like, damn, why she had to go get all that work? It's because we already straight. Ain't no flat booted girl, no flat chested woman saying why she went and did all that. No, so it's people. We're just, and it's not that we have a problem with it. We just hope that it'll bother you later in life.
That's what scares me.
I don't care nothing about what you do with your body. I swear to God, I don't.
It's the health issue later on, and then some of them have the work done, and they just go have the work done. But when you going to have surgery and having that type of work done, man, you got to change your whole lifestyle when it comes down to what you put in your body now,
1,000%.
how you eat. You need to start working
1,000%.
out, exercising, and all of that.
1,000%.
And they're not doing
you just can't go have the work done and think everything, oh, well, I'm fixed now, I'm good. No, because you're going to end up going to have more work done again because you ain't taking care of the work you already got done.
And them people ain't going to have.
Point blank period, man. Historically speaking, who looked like that from the beginning?
Who look like what?
Who had the ass and all that from the beginning?
Oh, that's black women, most definitely. As I always say with black women, you either gonna have you don't know, and black women sometimes we don't have both.
And what's crazy is for a long time it was frowned upon. Now
Yeah.
it was frowned
Yeah.
upon.
Everybody want it now, though.
Now they
Everybody
want
want it.
It was frowned upon by the same people that's getting it done.
The
For a
lips, the
long
butt,
time.
the breast, all of it.
every other race. To
Head
be
to toe.
honest, it was really frowned upon by every other race. And
Everybody want to be a brick
but the
house.
problem, and again, it's not a problem. What I do find to be something that does hurt my feelings a little bit is that it's women that got ass and stuff that's going to get extra ass.
Going to get extra. Yeah. They want it lip. Look, baby, all you got, get out there and work out. Do you some cardio, baby? That butter lift for you. But you got to eat
That's
right
it.
too. Now you got to eat right too. It's
Correct.
all about the lifestyle that you choose.
You do squats long enough. You do squats long enough. You'll be all right.
I'm telling you, I'm a prime example. Look, I'm a prime example. You do the squats long enough, baby. It'll get right, but it got to be something you got to be consistent.
Transformation. I seen a 2-year transformation on Instagram with this black girl on there. I'm talking about she ain't have herself nothing. I'm talking about nothing. 2 years later, I'm talking about what she got thighs and it don't look like she went and had nothing crazy. Though. Like you could tell she was in there getting it in because she still ain't one of them things where she looking like one of them ants out here. It looked like she really put work in. And if my eyes deceived me and she went and got a little bit of work done, then that's on me. But she showed her journey throughout the whole 2 years. And she showed growth throughout the whole thing. And that's all you got to do.
And that's what's important. Like, if you want people to believe you ain't got all that work done anyway, you gonna be on that showing journey. And that's what was right. FJ says people have to do what makes them feel good about themselves. The only issue I have is what are the subconscious issues that you're dealing with and have convinced you psychologically that you need to unnaturally alter your body. That's true. But that ain't my business though. So
yeah, I mean, because you can take them same psychological issues and go to the gym.
Yeah.
And go ahead and build your body. Like I feel you. Like I mean, if you got the money to do it, go do it. That's your prerogative. I don't care either way.
But if you ain't, if you want going to the gym with a natural body, what make you think you're gonna go with a mechanically induced one?
And that's why you hard. And that's why you look like you did before the surgery, and
you're gonna look like that after the surgery, and you're gonna have some more health problems because you ain't take care of it. When the doctor then told you this is blah 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 blah, what you need to do after you have this surgery, they tell you need to change what you eat and everything.
All that
because you already got to change before you even have the surgery. If you too heavy, they make you lose weight, and they tell you this is what you need to do if you want me to perform this surgery. You need to change the way that you eat. You need to work out some more, and all of that.
That's what I'm saying. So if you gotta do that before you even had a procedure, just go ahead and do it and don't go. Like just go ahead because it's gonna be a lifestyle change either way it goes. So just make a lifestyle change. You're gonna do your thing.
Exactly.
So you can make it happen. You can make it happen a whole lot faster, but it can actually tear you down a whole lot faster too. Because if you get it 100% naturally, it takes a whole lot more for you to get rid of it. A whole lot.
Yeah.
More.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I have absolutely nothing against nobody that want to get that done. That just ain't my thing.
Look at Queen.
Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody.
That boy, Queen. That boy. 100% natural, baby.
100%. You know, and like I said,
100%. Look, because I done seen some people didn't have nothing. But baby, after they had them babies, baby was a brick house after she had them babies. Yep. So you know, hey, you know.
So you know, people don't realize that sometimes it's just what you do to your body that makes it a whole lot healthier and better. Because the things that I have seen with people after they have to get that surgery, they got to go to recovery houses. They got to get these babies around them. They got, baby, listen, that's painful. People
painful, and you opening yourself up
leaking.
to
They body leaking.
You opening yourself up to like MRSA and other different
Yes.
infections by getting those surgeries and stuff. And people, I mean, like the recovery. Oh my God! Like,
but one
because
thing
it's
about it,
nothing.
if
You don't have no nurse or anybody.
but if you feel like you can undergo, a lot of times they don't know, but a lot of people do know what it takes when you get it done. If that's your thing, do your thing.
Do your thing.
You know,
Do your
do your
thing.
thing. Like do
But
you.
to answer the question, no natural women are not threatened by augmented women.
No, they're not.
No,
they're not. And if they are, it's something wrong with them psychologically.
Subconsciously, something wrong with them.
Not at all. Not at all.
But no, I don't think at all. At all. Not at all.
So y'all, we jumped around and we talked about 6 different things today, and we got through all of them. So before we jump off, is there anything that y'all want to throw out there that's been on y'all mind?
No, man. I just want to make sure everybody keep a clear conscience and just I don't want nobody to think we tearing them down, you know, for what they want to do.
These are our opinions.
Hey, man,
We're not doing that on here, Steve. We don't do that over here. This is a positive show.
Hey man, if you like it, I love it. You know, but it's you have other alternatives. I'll just say that.
You got options. It's always good to have options. So you got options.
We got Dr. Sebi and we got LA Fitness, man. But hey, that's just me. I need to go myself personally, so I will be attending myself soon. But that's just me. I just wanted to say that.
Exactly. I like a comment right here. Non-educators trying to make decisions about education. Thumbs down. Exactly, and that's definitely oh, that's good. But you know, look. That is a good topic of discussion. Let me write that down, Miss Faye.
Write that down, Queen.
You may have to bring that back. And
oh my God,
she got another one up here, and it says she's talking her other comment just says she's talking about government. I like that. I like her topic though. The non-educators trying to make decisions about education. That's important. So thank you for that. But what we'll do Freestyle Wednesday, or if we don't have a full show to talk about government, we can have a full show on government though. If whenever we bring this question back and these discussions, it'll more than likely be on another Freestyle Wednesday show, Miss J. So if you follow us on here, we have a podcast every Wednesday. We're on here every Wednesday at 6:30. It'll be on the Facebook channel, but it's also follow our YouTube page.
And our IG page.
Yes, Shelby's World Podcast, and we on all podcast platforms.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate you tuning in today too, Queen. Appreciate you tuning in.
Thank you for all the feedback and the commentary.
Yes, enjoyed that.
Yeah. Oh, Fayon. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, Miss Fayon. How you doing?
Yes, indeed. Well, Freestyle Wednesday, another one. Here we go.
Another one bites the dust.
Yes, indeed.
Queen, go ahead and give them your positive thought of the day as we get
we appreciate y'all. You know, it's Wednesday again, October it's the last Wednesday in October.
Last Wednesday.
Wow. The last Wednesday in October. So, you know, we're going into this next month, which is November. Look, 2 more months left in 2021. Y'all, look here. It's never too late, as I always say every Wednesday. It's never too late. Everybody may not understand the way that you are moving and what you're doing, but it ain't for them to understand. It's for you to manifest what you got going on and do your thing. That's what it is. So, you know, y'all stay positive. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Big shout out to Stig for coming on with us today. And look, me and Queen, we love y'all. We like y'all. We live y'all. We all that stuff. But man, stay positive. If you're going to be here in Tallahassee, man, stay positive this weekend. Man, enjoy this 2021 FAMU homecoming, baby. Look, I won't be here, but look, have enough fun for me. Because I'm ready just to see the Facebook lives and the stories in Facebook come Thursday night. And we don't, I'm about to say this. Big up to Tavion Moore, baby. I couldn't be today on one of your events this year, but I am so happy for you having
and proud.
2 days. 2 days. You have been doing so good with that on Sundays. So, man, we salute you, Tavion Moore. We salute you, and we salute everybody else around the city that's doing stuff that keep us keep us moving in these streets. Y'all have so much for us to do in Tallahassee now, and that's amazing. That is really amazing. So y'all stay positive, follow your dreams, your goals. It ain't never too late. And look, we appreciate y'all for coming on here every Wednesday with us and just hanging out with SW Podcast. We appreciate y'all. Get ready for that 100th episode because it's coming soon, baby. And y'all just wait on it because we got a lot in store for y'all. Wait on it.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Queen, for always giving a wonderful, positive message. I don't have much to jump on after that with because she did that. So thank you for always giving light and love and glory to our listeners and our wonderful supporters. We love y'all so much. And as the slogan goes, we love you, we like you, and we will always appreciate you guys. So thank you for tuning in. You guys have an awesome week. Turn up. It's FAMU homecoming, baby.
Woo, orange and green. Strike.
Y'all take care now.